Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That'll be intercepted.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Now Ritter on first down. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On first and 10, it's Ritter. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Ritter. Taking off. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. You don't need much. It is third and inches. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here it is on fourth down.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Detroit. Now, Amy Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. His fullback releases, and he's going to bring it in. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Zion McCollum there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Allen, in motion. 2nd down throw for Love. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got...
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And the Texans are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Miller. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job at that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun. It's Love.
And that is incomplete. Pretty clear approach here, but you're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. first and 10. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll look to throw. Now he'll run.
Well, man, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the first down.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Throw on the move is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances of picking up a key 3rd down?
Second time they picked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It is a big-time play for Houston to gain a 43 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? Once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to work this down inside inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Back to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. It all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays. And
for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Second and 7. This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. A run out of the gun, it's Miller. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A run up the middle with Miller. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big game that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
This is caught down that right sideline. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. 2 minutes remaining. 1st half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's Love. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He's got his man. It's Hill. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got the cheetah. He's off to the races. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Back to the air once more on second down. This one is held in on the feet and bounds. Yes! Touchdown, Lions. His second touchdown of this first half. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. Lions win out 14-0. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. So, we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down. He'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll look deep, left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Fairbairn, good on the point out. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. He'll get it going on the ground with Miller. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Throwing is low. He's going to take a shot down the field. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. They'll run on first down, and here's Allen. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And out of bounds it goes, just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. He'll look to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They'll run with Allen. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. One in, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Powering forward. He's in. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, Lions. Down there, Barron, for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Miller. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a second and 9. They run out of the gun with Miller.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a third and 2. They send Sutton in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll run with Miller. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Big stop, big stop. Stick 'em, defense, stick 'em. Feel it. Stop, defense. Move it here, guys.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to Allen. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up on the 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Love. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
They'll run with Miller. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short.
defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances? The wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes Allen. Not much happening there, just a short game. Another run, and again, it's Allen. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A carry here for Allen. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Wrap all 80. Go.
On the handoff, it's Allen. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. This is Allen, and he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.